How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel and to the ASU Dynasty here in year 2, week 4, as we continue our no breaks season, I guess you could say. And this week we take on the Oklahoma State Cowboys. Veterans of the channel will know that this was my really first Dynasty team that I posted to YouTube, and I got fired. So, kind of a sweet game for me to visit this team once again. Oklahoma State is on a good run, but the real thing that I wanted to check on was the injury to Zach Swanson. He had to leave the game, and he ended up being okay. I thought I was going straight to that menu, but yeah, no, he ended up being okay. So I think he had a strained forearm or something like that. So he's okay. But taking a look here, he will have some career wear and tear for his forearm. He is a senior though, so this will be our last season with Zach Swanson, and that is unfortunate that he will have some career wear and tear that will affect his playing ability. -1 block shedding, -1 finesse move, -1 power move, -1 strength, and -1 tackle. So it's only slight wear and tear, but wear and tear nonetheless. And he'll play through it. I'm kind of sad that he's going to be a senior. So, in this week's video, we are going to, of course, play this game against Oklahoma State. It is a conference matchup, our second of the season. We beat Baylor. This is Oklahoma State's first in-conference matchup, I believe. And we will not look at recruiting until next week in week 5 when we actually have some visits. We'll see some recruiting at the end, but that's just for B-roll purposes, basically. So here we are at home once again. We have 3 straight home games, and here come the Cowboys taking the field. And Sun Devil fans, faithful, aren't happy about that. We hope to continue our winning ways here as we are 2-0 and 1-0 in conference. Oklahoma State is also undefeated as well, as they are also 2-0. We will start with the football as Oklahoma kicks it away, and we are underway. And that's a pretty solid run. I think that's probably one of the better runs I've ever had right out the gate. Down to the 27-yard line as the offense takes the field, led by Sam Levitt and Kanye Udo. And there you guys see Oklahoma State's 2 best players, 2 corners. So, just something to be aware of. First drive of the game. There you see the team's ratings. Oklahoma comes in at a 76 overall. One of the weaker teams in the Big 12. At least according to their ratings, but they've had a nice start to their season. Of course, they played an FCS school. We have not. And the first run of the game is a small pickup of 3. So 2nd and 7. You guys see the trenches as well, our offensive line and their defensive line. Levitt looking to throw down the left side, left middle, and that's a 6-yard pass to the receiver. So it will be 3rd and short. Hand off to Udo. And he's going to get the first down and bring it down to the 47. An 11-yard rush for Kanye. And it is a 1st and 10. I'm having a lot more fun running the football as of late, so that might be a trend to keep an eye out on. This time, another run, and he's going to break through. Just a quick, small 2-yard gainer, but some interesting block shedding there. Oklahoma State's defensive tackle has 3 sacks on this season. So that'll be interesting to see, maybe we're challenged for once. Hand off to Udo. He finds a hole, and he moves it all the way down to the 36. Another multi-yard rush, this time for 15. And the Sun Devils are in Cowboy territory. Levitt on the run. Pass to Udo is good, and he is on his way into or down to the 15. What a pass for Udo. What a throw from Levitt on the run, trying to avoid the pressure back there. And wow, pretty impressive. This Oklahoma wide receiving core is young, juniors and freshmen only. So it'll be interesting to see how their core grows from here. But we're not worried about that, as that's all the way into the red zone. As Jalen Moss picks up, I want to say 11 yards. We're on the 3, trying to get it in. And that will not do it. It's no gain, 2nd and goal. What are we thinking? Trying to get on the board here in our first drive of the game. Hand off to Udo. Nowhere to go as he gets wrapped up. It's 3rd and goal on the 2. So now we've got to just pass, I think. We don't really have many options. You want to get this in. It'd be a wasted opportunity if not. Levitt looking to throw to the tight end, and it is knocked away incomplete. 4th and goal. Instead of going for the field goal, I think we can score from the 2, but it's been a challenge so far as the Oklahoma State defense has bared down here at the goal line. There's the pass, and it is intercepted. Not exactly what I had in mind. Levitt's with the pick. What's new? And we will turn the ball over to the Cowboys for their first drive of the afternoon. So, a good start, but we couldn't do anything with it. So, throw a pick instead, and Zane Flores leads his crew. 2 running backs out there for the Cowboys. Hands off to number 23, and he picks up just the 1. Flores under pressure, and he is brought down. That is Petrie with the sack, the edge rusher. And it'll be a loss of yards. Roman Petrie. I love using the left edge rusher. It's fun. 3rd and 18. All the way backed up into their own end zone. Here's the play. Flores hands it off, and he is going to get brought down for a safety. Our 2nd one of the season. How common? Someone tell me. How common is that to see in football? I'll have to look that up, but hey, it's a safety, and we'll get the ball back as we bring down the running back for Oklahoma State. 5-ish minutes in, or 7 minutes in, I should say, and Kyson Brown saying, hey guys, I got you. Rely on me and Kanye, why don't you? And that is a first down. Midfield now. Inching into Cowboys territory, running it again, and a pick up of 5. Udo and Brown have been really nice bright spots for me this season so far, but they're both seniors, so we got to start thinking, do we want to look at the rest of our running back core and try to rely on them, or do we want to recruit somebody? And as you know, we do have a couple of top-tier halfback recruits, but you just never know how those things are going to go. So we may have to stick to the future, but it's going to be a shame when this running core is going to look a lot different in the next year. So let's enjoy it while we can. We turn it over on downs, or while we punt it away. Flores under pressure again, but he does get the pass out, unfortunately, to for it, I believe. But unfortunately, they're going to have to punt it away as well. So not much going for either side here to start this first quarter. We're going to wrap it up at the 1:09 mark. 3rd and long once again. Flores under pressure, brought down once again. 2nd sack of the quarter. And that is going to almost end the first quarter. We're on offense now. Play action. Levitt over the middle to Jalen Moss, I believe. And we will start with the ball in the second quarter. 3rd and 4. Levitt again in the backfield. Throws over into coverage, and it is hung onto. And we're down at the 17. We scored on the safety, but last time we were near the red zone, or in the red zone even, we gave up a pick. Udo with it down to the 2 once more. Last time we were here, you remember, we threw a pick, and we did it again. Sam Levitt throws another interception on the 2-yard line, and he's going to pay for this one as it is brought all the way home. So, Boykins with the pick 6. 98-yard pick 6. And that's how the Cowboys get on the board, and that's what the first touchdown, I guess, of the game looks like for either side. So what happened was I ran that play once, and then I didn't throw it in time because I was going to throw it to I think it was the receiver or whatever, RB, whoever was RB. And then I was like, okay, well, I can, he's going to be wide open. I can do it again. And I could not, and I paid for it dearly. So it's 7-2 Cowboys. 1st and 10 now. Levitt struggling a little bit after that first nice hot start, but 2 picks will do that. And the running back just ran right into that defensive lineman. And he is hurt, so he'll come out for the next couple of plays. Levitt trying to get back on fire. Almost got picked off again, as that was intended for Jalen Moss. And Levitt now back out there. We're on offense again over the middle. That is hung onto somehow. So midfield now in the Cowboys territory. Down the line. And that is, again, hung onto. These receivers are doing some work. Field goal attempts, and it is good, but barely. Almost a missed field goal from Averill. And so it's 7-5. We start the second half. Oklahoma State with the ball. Flores. Play action. Down the line to Amarian Peterson. I believe that's who it is. Regardless, it is a first down. Let me see. I've got it in my notes somewhere. Yes. Okay, I was right. So that was a 25-yard pass. Or, sorry, a 26-yard pass. Again with the play action. Flores on the run gets out of pressure to Cameron Courtney down the line. Similar spot to where Peterson was, and he makes the catch. However, the drive has stalled. It's 3rd and 9. Flores looking to throw. Gets it out into the back of the end zone, and it is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. What a play from Shamar Rigby, I'm sorry, not rugby. Shamar Rigby. Flores just lobs it up and over, and into the back corner is Rigby to make the catch. Arizona State down by a couple, 14-5. That'll help, but there is a flag on the play, and that's going to hurt us. It's holding on us. So that won't help. We go back and replay that down. For 2nd and 20. Things just not really going their way. Over the middle. Another flag, incomplete into double coverage. And it will be on the Arizona State offensive line once again. Another holding play. Back-to-back holding calls for the Sun Devils, and it is 2nd and 30 now. Oh my goodness. How do you even come out of that? Action. Levitt under pressure down the field. And Jalen Moss for 40. That's how you do it, I guess. First down. That was pretty impressive. One of the best catches I've ever thrown. I think I'm starting to get the hang of this game. Now if I could just limit the picks. But that was a 40-yard pass to Moss over the middle. And just like that, we're back in this drive. 3rd and long, though. So I say that, and now we're struggling again. Levitt brought the pressure on from that edge rusher was so fast. Levitt had no chance. The defender read that play perfectly, and he was on Levitt fast, and he got sacked and brought down. So Averill back out for the field goal. He will make it, and it is a 1-touchdown lead for the Cowboys. So, honestly, it was 2nd and 30 at one point. I cannot complain too much about getting a field goal there. Back on offense, over the middle. 211 yards on the day for Sam Levitt on throwing. First down. Handoff to Kyson Brown. He runs up the middle. He found a hole, and he gets himself 10-plus yards. 30 seconds left in this 3rd quarter. Levitt, play action, down the line. And it is good for 7 on the play. 21 for 34 on attempts so far. I'll say this, we're not afraid to throw the ball with Sam. Last play of the quarter, down the line to, I believe it's Fortier, maybe. It looked like a big tight end, but regardless, we inch closer. We are 1st and goal. We've been here before. We've been here a few times. Cannot deliver, but Kyson Brown says, hey, I've got you covered. And he was in a hole, or found the hole, and able to waltz right on into the end zone. We are tied up at 14. Extra point is good. 15-14 to start the 4th quarter. And he caught it somehow. 8 minutes to go in the 4th quarter. Still 15-14. Another 2nd and long. Levitt brought down once again, but a flag on the play. It's going to be holding. I can't imagine they replay that for down, but you never know. Well, it is 2nd down, so maybe they will. Yeah, they will. 3rd and 21. Levitt downfield. Another flag, with this time on Oklahoma State, so another drive with back-to-back flags, but each team has one apiece in this drive, and it's going to be, I believe, roughing the passer. So free 1st down. We'll take it. Not sure why you would do that if you're Oklahoma State. But they did. And that brings new life into this game. Trying to extend the lead. 1st down. Field goal attempt, though, because we stalled once again. And I kept that in there just for shits and giggles. That was bad. I mean, how do you miss that? How do I even do that? So, a chance to make it a field goal or a touchdown to win the game for the Cowboys. They can win it on a field goal. However, plenty of time left to be played as it is 6 minutes in the quarter. 5-yard pickup. Pass out to the running back. He spins away from one tackle and picks up the 1st down as Oklahoma moves it down to the 44. So Flores hasn't thrown for as many yards, only 150, but he's been a lot more efficient than Levitt, 13 for 19. And he has kept Oklahoma State in this ball game. Well, that and the pick 6 helps. Hand off to the running back once again. He's going to pick up 10 more for the first down as Oklahoma State marches it down the field. That is Amarian Peterson. When you have Peterson, apparently. Flores gets it out and nowhere for him to go. So we'll play second down, 2nd and 6. Into Sun Devils territory. Flores looking to pass. Lots of pressure. Incomplete. Good play by the ASU defense as they're able to provide some pressure and make Flores hurry on the throw, and he put a little too much on it, and it's incomplete. Again, looking to pass, and he's not going anywhere. He tried, but he's not going anywhere. Davis Dalton does get hurt on the play, and he will have to come out for Oklahoma State. He was on my Southern team, so that's kind of fun. I was like, I know that name from somewhere. Levitt is hot. Let's see what he can do. Over the middle, incomplete. Maybe he caught that. Regardless, it's 3rd and 6 at the 2-minute warning. I can't tell if he caught that, honestly. We are on the 24. 2 minutes to go. Slight lead. Wow, what a play by Corey Butler Jr. Huge play for him. The wide receiver makes it a 21-14 game. That was crazy. That play happened so fast, I didn't even have time to react. Okay, but so he gets the ball, then double coverage, breaks past them, breaks past 2 other defenders, breaks past the 3rd set of defenders, and finally gets brought down into the end zone. Nice play by Butler Jr. He might have to be moved up to the wide receiver too, because I don't think he is. I think he's wide receiver 3. But anyways, he's just been impressive when he's gotten the ball. So with that spectacular play finished, we will wrap up this game. Your player of the game, for some reason, is Sam Levitt. I feel like anybody else could have had it, but he gets the player of the game, even though he had a pick 6 and a couple interceptions. But we do take this one 22-14. And that, I don't know. I think Corey Butler should have been the player of the game, personally. Or one of Kyson Brown or Kanye Udo. But I don't I don't call the shots. So, with that being said, in next week's video, what you can look forward to is we're going to go over recruiting since it is week 5 and we do have a few visits as well as some other hard sells. We can start doing all that and putting all this together to try to bring in a top class. And then we also have this game against Hawaii. So that should be fun. Then we play Memphis and then we continue on with conference play. So a couple of, I won't say easy wins, easy teams on our schedule, but they should be very winnable ball games. So with all of that being said, you guys, I hope you like what you see. And if you do, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe as I post videos as often as I can. Next time, we will make sure to get some Braves baseball on the channel. I've just finished recording all of the games against the Rays. I just got to put it all together. And then we already have this Hawaii game recorded, and I just got to put all that together. So that's what you've got to look forward to on the channel. Make sure to subscribe. And if you like what you saw, leave some feedback. I'll catch you guys next time. Take care.